Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and I hope you're going to like this episode. So in this episode we're supposed to discuss about the age requirements of au pair in different countries, and so majority they're from 18 years old to 27, others from 18 to 30 years old, depending on the country. And where will you get this information? This information, you're going to get it in aupia.com. They have a place where it's like an information page. You're going to see if you're non-European, you will see the age requirements, the documents needed, and if you are a European, they have age requirements. And of course, as I told you, if you create an account there, we'll able to guide you. If maybe you're from Kenya, there's some specific countries where you cannot be able to do au pairing, okay? And they will tell you that you cannot be due to those countries, okay? And so let's get into details now. So if you want more information, just go to opera.com and you will get more information there. So let us continue. So on today's discussion, we are going to be speaking about how to create a motivation letter. So a motivation letter is the letter that you are able to write to the embassy describing why you want to become an au pair and what motivated you to go to that specific country. Okay, so first of all, in the first paragraph, you're supposed to introduce yourself. You say where you come from, your family, like that. For the second one, you're supposed to indicate why you want to become an au pair and what motivated you. You want to become an au pair, why? And that paragraph, you can always write about the introduction of the family, where you met this family, if you met in aupia.com, if you met the au pair, the family host in au pair world, you can write it down there, and you can state they're from this country, their family of maybe 5, like that. So that is how to write down the motivation letter. Then after you introduce your host family, now you can write a small history of what you really want to like, what really do you need, like, in that country, what motivated you? Is it the fashion, is it the culture, is it the language? So you can state down there in the other paragraph, okay? And then at the end, of course, you have to write in the last paragraph that you'll be coming back to your country after your au pair what, your au pair contract is finished. Because of course you have to write a good reasonable reason um, why you should come back. Maybe you want to go to France, for example, you want to go learn the French language, and then you want to come back and you want to take teaching. Maybe you want to go study teaching, and you want to implement on teaching French. Okay, at least now you have the certificate in French, and now you want to go to do teaching, and you want to come back, you go back to school, learn how to be a teacher, and you want to be teaching French. That one will be such a good idea. So that is an idea that I have said. So for me, I wrote a different one, and another person wrote a different one. So of course, be careful on whatever you write on your motivation letter, because the motivation letter is the key aspect of you to be getting a visa. So make sure you write what really motivates you there. Like, convince that person who is reading, convince that visa officer why they should give you that visa, okay? And above all, I always tell you, trust in God, have faith in God in every step you do, because coming out from your country to go another country and getting that visa is through God, okay? And of course, and also your effort, okay? But above all, you have to be super prayerful. You tell God, please God, whoever is going to hold my paper, may they read those documents super nicely, and may they have a heart to give me the visa. And it's as easy as that, okay? And of course, you have to be super confident when you go for those interviews, when you're being asked some questions. Ensure to answer those questions very correctly, so that you can be able to be on the right page, and don't go there being worried. Be who you are. Like, yo girl, go, you go there Try to do your best because you are there to present yourself. And if you get that visa, when you come to another country, you're presenting your country. Yeah, so of course, that is how you do this thing. And of course, I believe that everyone who is trying to apply for au pair visas, you're going to receive a very good news that you're going to receive that visa in Jesus' name. So, of course, if you really don't have enough information about how to write the motivation letter, please write down a comment and I will be back to you. I will explain to you further. But I have said you have to introduce yourself on the beginning and at the middle of that letter. You have to introduce your host family. You have to write what motivated you, what captivated you to come to that country. And then at the end, of course, as a letter, okay, it's a motivation letter. So yeah, you're supposed to have a beginning and you have to have a closing, isn't it? So that is how it's supposed to be. And of course, guys, I hope the information that I've shared here, even if it's a little information, it's going to be helpful to you. And I am open to everybody who wants to ask questions. I'll be able to respond to you in the knowledge that I have. So I wish everyone all the best and happy new year 2025.